So, Christian, if you want to tell a story of how we got Post Malone's photographer on our podcast back in college.
Thanks, Andre. I will tell that story.
Thank you, sir.
So 4 years ago, we were college students, and we ran a show called Real Talk University. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Google. And me and Andre had a lecture at 8:30 every morning, and we would use the lecture to cold DM or cold email people, 100 people a day, every single day to come on our podcast. Everyone's like, how'd you get big guests like Neil Patel and Brad Lee and, Adam Weitzman and all these guys? And it's because we would send 100 cold DMs a day, and we would get 2 responses, but those 2 people would be huge guests for our show. I remember sitting in the lecture, and Andre's like, yo, Post Malone's photographer just hit me back. He said he's down to come on the show. And I was like, no fucking way. So we sat down with him in Andre's bedroom with a pair of old Beats on our heads.
Wait, in person?
No,
No.
it wasn't in my bedroom.
Adam was on a Zoom call.
I'm just picturing you guys just mass DMing people on your bedroom, and you finally get a response, and you like reach over, and you like tap his foot with your foot.
You just
Starts getting a little steamy.
throw the dice on the floor. Quit fucking playing with him.
Nobody, like literally, we may have, if we got 100,000 viewers on this episode, I think 2 people would get that reference.
Anyways, Adam DeGrosse comes on the show. He's on a Zoom call in like the locker room of a venue before Post Malone's show. Andre and I interview him. The whole time we're like, is Post going to come on?
Yeah, we were hoping Post was
He
about
didn't
to
come
pop
on,
in.
but 4 years ago at the age of 19 as like sophomores in college, we got Post Malone's personal photographer on the show, and now we're going to a Post Malone show in an hour. It's full circle. We tried to get him back on for an in-person show, and he didn't exactly answer. But that's
yeah, we
okay.
don't have the sauce anymore. We used to have the sauce.
You
He's
guys
a little
just
bit
used
bigger
to,
now.
You guys used to do a lot more volume.
I know.
Sounds
I mean,
like
now he has
100 a day.
500,000 followers.
What
now.
was
Back
that?
then he
What was that lecture
tiny.
about?
Lecture?
The class that you guys did.
I don't
Do you
fucking
even
know.
remember?
I don't remember. It was about cold DMs, baby.
It was some business.
About
class.
cold
Communications.
Oh, we actually had an essay to do in a class, and instead
that was
of reading the book, we just interviewed the guy that wrote the book, and we got an A on the
on
essay.
our podcast. And I
Yeah.
remember I had friends that went to the same school of management we went to at our university, and for whatever reason, like different students took the different classes out of order.
Oh, what was
and
his name?
every single one of my friends that went through that class after Christian and I said that the professor always mentioned how some of his students pulled off an interview with the author of this book that he required him to read. So we were like legends in this class.
Not really.
Because we procrastinated an essay that we ended up not writing and instead had the author
.edu
on our
types.
podcast. .edu types.
We gotta do an episode, like a Members Lounge episode, on just like how we graduated college and just like cutting all the corners possible. I'm waiting for
Yeah.
the statute of limitations to be up.
I mean, that was
There's
a
statute
very
of
creative
limitations.
way to cut the corner, though. That
I
was-
mean, Dan hired a VA to do his
Chill.
fucking coding class. Didn't he
Thank
get
you,
invited
sir.
to be a TA on that class?
Yeah, I did.
You're really good at this, Dan. You want to be a TA? No.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed this short clip, check out the full interview here. And if you want to see more clips from this episode, check it out right here.